How y'all doing? Well, for this video, I'm going to talk about a miniature I just bought almost a week ago. As the time this video is made, it's to a game called Hell Dorado. This is a miniature game made by Cipher-Studios, and it's a game that's no longer being made now. I guess through some mix around of companies, the company that bought them out is not making any more of it, so it's now dead. To be honest, I haven't seen much gameplay of this in the gaming store I go to. And I've seen the miniatures online, and I've seen the view at the store, but I got this one because it was reduced price and it has a sort of dinosaur look to it. The whole premise of Hell Dorado is, for what I've read from beastofwar.com, is that in the age of exploration, instead of finding a new world in the course of Americas, they find passageways to hell. And so you got different sections of the world. You got the Europeans, you got the Middle Easterns, you got the Asians, all trying to get territory out of hell, and they're fighting the denizens to do it. It's a weird one, but a lot of these games tend to be. This one I got is Kartikeya, a nice little monstrous creature there. Let me get the miniature out and we'll take a look. I put it all together already. Here it is. The best way I can describe this is you take a Tyrannosaurus Rex based on its head, anthropomorphize it so it has a more human type proportions, has small arms, and from a little kid's perspective, make it sort of a makeshift Wolverine by strapping 3 claws on each arm. So I gotta admit, there's kind of a childlike thing I admire about it. And so let me see if I can shade this so you can hopefully see the detail a bit. Alright, yeah, so there you go. Now, unlike miniatures like from, say, Infinity, I'm going to move my hand here a bit, this one was very easy to put together. If you ever get this one, the head comes in 2 parts. You got the upper and lower jaw. You put those together, and they, after gluing them, to fit nicely onto the neck. The arms are perfectly jointed. As you can see some of the mold lines where it's cut. They fit just nicely into one place. You don't have to worry about moving it aside, making a gap and all that. You fit the torso to the hips, and the tail you sort of glue on afterwards. Now, in hindsight, I should have thought this through. I mean, I should have used one of these to pin the foot to the base and use a little green putty for support so it's more sturdy on there. I haven't had problems with it lately. It's super glued on there. It's, just make sure to glue it as far back as you can so you don't have it be front balance, because the base will stop that. It's a nice dynamic figure for, I don't find too many anthropomorphized dinosaurs in miniatures. Reaper, as I'm making this, is just coming out with their own individuals, but they look kind of cartoonish looking for me. And I'm not saying this isn't cartoonish to some effect. I mean, the large spines on the backs make it look pointy and everything. Sorry if I distorted view of my fingers. But one of the things I want to bring up about this is that because this game is no longer being made, I'm reminded of Raul Partha, who back in the day, up until throughout the 80s and 90s, throughout early 2000s, they had the rights to make Dungeons & Dragons. And weren't the first and only ones to do this. Grenadier, even Citadel Miniatures were making D&D, I think, at one point. But Raul Partha was famous for it. And when TSR, who used to make Dungeons & Dragons, was bought up by Wizards of the Coast, one article I read showed that they were going to stop the licensing from Raul Partha. They were told to destroy all the molds. So if you try to look for go to eBay and look for Raul Partha D&D, you will find a whole lot of them. The only thing is, they're worth extraordinary prices, and these are just gaming miniatures, but because they're no longer being made, they'll gouge out to them. That's what might happen to Hell Dorado. Maybe not so much, maybe not, because Dungeons & Dragons is well known. People know about it. They know about Dragonlance, Forgotten Realms, all that. You get hype. So because of the familiarity of it, people will jack up the prices for those who are trying to collect these. Even unpainted miniatures is still in blisters. In the case of this one, maybe not so, but I would say get them while you can, because I got this at half the price. I got this for $15. It's usually $30 at the gaming store I went through. And as it comes with everything. I mean, it just comes with a multi-piece kit, comes with a battle card telling all its stats. Won't mean much to me. I'll just put in one of the card sleeves in one of my books. And I just got this because it's one of those miniatures that tempted me for a long time, but $30 can be a bit too much, so I was ignoring it, but $15, yeah, went ahead and got it. And I'll paint it up here soon. I'll show it off there, and again, not so much with this video, just something to think about of how something like gaming miniatures will rise up in price if, you know, like Dungeons & Dragons. I don't know about this one because Hell Dorado may not be as well known, but look at, you know, take a look around your gaming stores, take a look at online, and take a look at Hell Dorado miniatures, see if there's something you like there. You might get a good cost, and so since it's no longer being made, you can still use them for other role-playing games or miniature games, you know, D&D and stuff like that. Think about this, Lizard King, you know, Lizard Man King. So this would be a great representative to that. But it's all sorts of uses for this. So again, not so much to say about it. Thank you all for watching, and you have a nice day.